YouTube land, Facebook land, and also Instagram land. My name is Mr. Farmer, and that's what I go by. Here in the Blackberry Ridge Farms, and here in Tennessee, this is my farm, and I want to tell you a little bit about me. And this is kind of new to me, just so you know. I'm having a little trouble here. I apologize about that. But I want to tell you a little bit about me so you have an idea of who you're talking to and everything like that. So, I'm a veteran of the Army, United States Army, and I have 14 and a half years in and got out. Did a little bit of work on the side here and there, and I'm a disabled veteran. And this is what we do, or I'm doing, and I'm trying to give back to the veterans and give back to the community and give back to myself and make me healthy again. I have PTSD from the things that I have done out in Afghanistan and Iraq. I did 2 tours in Afghanistan, 1 tour in Iraq, and that was in a matter of 10 years. I know that sounds small, but that's a lot. Also, I came into this open-minded, into this beautiful farm that I have bought with 30 acres roughly, and I know it seems a little small, but I tell you, it's enough work for me, just me. And I have 3 pigs, and you'll see in the little tour that I'll give. And then also every day after this, I'll have bits and parts of what I do every day, and I'll put them online for your entertainment, I should say. I'm growing apples, peaches, pears, grapes, apricots, and cherries. Cherries didn't do so well this last year, but I'm planting new trees this year. Anyway, so this farm is going to get turned into a veterans retreat down the line, maybe 5-6 years down the line, when I got revenue off of my fruit trees and my grapes. And I have 3 types of grapes that I'm growing out here. Muscadine, both white and red. And then I also have Concord, and it's called Catawba. And that's what I'm growing. This is therapy to me. And then also in the process, I'm going to make a little money off of it. I don't know how much, but we'll see. You'll follow me throughout this journey. Bit about what my channel is going to be is not a how to do this or how to do that. Just like tips and whatnot. But I want you to see the process that I go through and what I do on a daily basis. The stuff that's bad, stuff that's good, stuff that I mess up, the problems, and how I solve it. And that's what I'm going to show to you guys, so when you go to the farmer's market and you buy those peaches, pears, apples, or whatnot, you'll see what it takes to do that and what we fight in this environment or this ecosystem, and what the predators are, what we have to fight against in the nature. Nature's a beautiful thing. And I tell you, it makes me so happy to show you what I do, and proud of my farm. And I tell you, it's breathtaking. It really is. I have about 30 acres here in Tennessee, southern Tennessee, close to the Alabama border. And I tell you, this is my first YouTube channel, first video, and it's a little, I would say it's a little overwhelming a little bit, but as time it'll get better. The picture will get better, but all the work will come in and whatnot. And I do not, I wouldn't say, I like to hear feedback from you all and what you think. And things that I don't know. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm just telling you what I know and what I do and things that help me. You know, it may not be suitable for everyone. It may not be suitable for the guy down the road, or it may not suitable for gentlemen here, or gentlemen in Maine, or a guy in a different country. It's just suitable for this area and suitable for what I know on the items that I'm growing. You know, it's just going to be a lot of work, and I want you to see and come on the journey with me. Y'all are friends to me, you know, and go from there. And every day you'll see a video and see what I do and all that stuff. Sometimes it's going to be overwhelming, but we're going to work every day together as a team. And that's what we're going to do. And I want you to come along on my tour. This is the little house that I'm turning into a bunkhouse, so when the grapes come in, and then they'll come and sleep in here. I'm sorry for the mess out here. I have to clean it out and convert it. The gentleman that we bought the property from has a little cabin. So then it overlooks the nameless creek. I have researched and researched and researched this little creek for a name, but there is no name for it, according to Tennessee. And now we're walking over to the little open area that I call my little plot of land that I'm going to do a lot of, you know, seasonal vegetables and fruits. And that's what we're going to, you're going to see the process how I turn this into an area where we're going to plant all that stuff and show you the crop at the end of the day. It's a big area. And I've been fighting, you know, armadillos down here, fire ants, and mosquitoes because of the creek over there. Cut down a row of trees over here about a year ago, and as you can see, 2 of the logs that are still laying out here, they got termites in it, so I have to cut it up and I have to burn it. That's a shame, but it is what it is. And we bought, you know, like I said, we're gonna turn this into, I'm gonna get my tractor down here, and you're gonna see that in a little bit. But turn this tractor down here, and we're gonna till all this up. And you'll see all the plants I put down here. So on this tree right here, this one right here, there is a wild grapevine. It is a muscadine. It's a white muscadine that just grows wild there. Must have been a bird ate it and, you know, pooped it out, and it just started growing wild there. And it puts a lot of berries out, but they're way up in that tree, so I can't really get to all of them, but the ones I do pick off are pretty good. And as you can see, we come out to, this creek runs through the front of the property, over a road, and out the other side. And as I walk over here, you'll see this other little creek that butts into it. That alone right there, as you can see, there's a lot of ice because it's been really cold here. Really, really cold. As you can see, it's pretty cool. But this runs year round, and that is a fresh water that comes out of the ground. There's no well or anything else. There's no starting point, no nothing of that. It comes right out of the hill, and I'll show you those spots. We'll take on an ATV ride, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But when it rains really bad here, as you can see right here, the water rushes out of here and it just pushes everything. This is always changing, and it never ever stays the same for a period. It always changes. Now I'm gonna put on this side here, I'm gonna till all this over here up, and then I'm also gonna till all this up. And there's two lines here where I weaned in, I believe is the correct term, weaned in grapes. I cut that off by mistake, but it'll be okay. You know, these two lines will go up on top of the hill on my vineyard I'm gonna grow. But this is coming out sometime soon, and you'll see the process of how I do that. And then we're gonna go up on top of the hill and I'll show you all that. You know, if we walk over here, and you'll see, give me a second here, looking for deer tracks. They seem to come out all through this area. It's been really cold, I tell you. Everything's either ice. Around here I haven't seen it this cold in a while. It was negative 21 degrees outside the other morning. That was just yesterday at 4 a.m. So as you can see, I kind of put this out here to try to get all this mushy stuff out, try to get it to dry up a little bit, but that doesn't work. As you can see, I kind of built something. Not really working right now. I gotta clean it out. But you can see it's coming right outside the hill here. And that's what we see, and sometimes I drink out of this when I clean it all out. I do drink out of this. Now I'm sitting in my driveway here, where those trees start and where that hills are, all the way through here. And you can see all the way down to that telephone pole. I plan on putting either cedars or some kind of small tree that I can put there to block some of the traffic noise. Yeah, we're in the country, but it is a little bit noisy during the summer. But there's a bunch of springs over there that run off of the hill over there, which I'll show you, and it runs through there, and it comes underneath the driveway and pops out over there. And over there is a spring too that runs right into that creek. Over here we might be planting some corn. It may be a little plot, but you can probably get, 100 to 200, maybe even 300 plants in there. I'm not sure, but we will sure find out. My other goal is right behind here. I don't know if you can see that, but where there's a line of barbed wire, there is an area where I'm going to put a couple of small fruit trees, mulberry trees. I'm going to line that right there with mulberries so that I can add them in the wine that I'll make out of the grapes. So we're going to take you out to the back of the property and go from there. And this is what I'm going to be doing and showing you and everything else. So we're gonna hop back on the four-wheeler here, and we're gonna go back to my back gate of my property. Again, I'm sorry for the noise. If I could dim it down, I would. But this is all mine. You know, I basically bought a hill. You'll see when I get on top of it how the big glorious pictures, if you ever followed me on any social media, but just the pure beauty of it. Just the pure beauty of it. All this, the gentleman who we bought this from, he put in all these pine trees. This whole area is a lot of pine trees, and my plan is to take all these out and put a lot of the hardwoods back, a lot of the natural Tennessee trees back. And I want those natural trees back because I want more animals to come back in here. I know there's plenty here, but there's a lot of these trees that just don't belong, you know. I just want them back. My kids I may not see it, but my kids will, and that's what I want, you know. This area, just how gorgeous it is, and you know, I just don't like seeing pine trees all the time. And I can afford it. I can put all these trees back to the natural state where they're supposed to be, and how much it's so. I don't even know how to put it into words. And that's kind of what my goal and intentions is. And when I start bringing people out here, they'll see the natural beauty of this place and everything. It's like it was logged probably less than 5 years ago. There's a gentleman over here, as you can see, all this stuff out here laying here. He must have did the guy I bought it from. They did his land, and you can tell they just left half the stuff on the ground, which is good for the nutrients to down the ground, but it just takes a long time for it to decay and put the natural elements back into the ground. You know, all these leaves help the ground get its nutrients. It does. That's why you have a lot of these people that use that for mulch. And even, you know, the gardens around trees and stuff, that's their natural decay and breaks down the leaves and go back into the ground. I have a lot of work I have to do. A lot of these trees are going to get taken down and split some firewood for the house. I try to run the wood stove all year, or at least the whole time during the winter, to cut down on propane that I have. And yeah, it just brings back all that stuff. Let me hop up here a second here, turn this off, open the gate, and then we'll be right back at it. Back again. Had to shut the gate so that no people come in here, but as you can see, those tracks are deer tracks. But this road leads up to the top of the hill, and all these trees will come down. I'm thinking I do an acre a year. It's gonna take some time, and then as I drop trees, I will, you know, split them, put them up for the winter, or during the winter and whatnot, and then gradually plant trees in here. There's a bunch of, you know, small baby cedars that are growing in there, as you can see, and go from there. And I may keep them, I may not, I don't know yet. But one of the major things I'm fighting right now when it comes to animals is the deer and also coyotes. A lot of coyotes that are out here. And I try to have people come out and kill the coyotes, or I kill them myself. But it happens that way. Hate when people put trash and it washes down in the ravine when it rains real hard. And it just comes out on there. But if you don't know, those little plants right there, called ferns, they're dormant right now because everything's dormant right now. We're gonna take a trip up to the top of the hill. I am not walking that. Walked it a lot, and it's tough. You'll see what I'm saying. But one of my other plans is here pretty soon, after we get rid of our pigs and I get paid for them, is that I'm gonna fill this little trench up here with riffraff. If you don't know what riffraff is a type of rock that they put on logging roads. And it's gonna go into this little ravine here so I can drive my truck up here a lot less steeper than the hill that I'll show you. Going down and up it, I have almost gone into that one creek that is done by springs coming off of that hill, and it is scary, really scary. So let's proceed up the hill. And like I said, we're gonna put riffraff in here so it's not so like crazy. That's what water does to your hill after so long. Sorry about it. There is another spring. I don't know if you can see it. Down there. There's a spring that runs off that hill and comes down here and marks up into that. When it rains real bad, I'll take you out here. As you can see, sorry about that. Going up this hill. See how steep this hill is. We're getting there.